5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Two white Muslims.
Go.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
My name's Junaid Rahim.
And my name's Mohammed Yusuf Bashforth.
And affectionately we're known as
The Two White Muslims. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
We're back.
We're going to do a list.
We're back.
With a list.
They've let us in again.
With a list.
With a list. We have a list. Do you know what the list is?
For Muslims.
Do you know what the list is?
Go on.
It's a corker.
Corker.
I know I say that every single time. Do you know why?
Because they always are.
They always are. Because we don't do any of it.
How much fun do we have?
I know. It's lunacy.
Somebody should stop us.
So then, Daddy, what did you do today? I'll be honest with you. I went with Uncle Yusuf. Oh, enough said.
Enough said. You just had
So
a
you
laugh.
just
then.
laughed.
You just had a laugh.
You just
all day.
laughed. Do anybody pay you? Nah. Allah with many
Wouldn't
happy
that be
returns.
fantastic? Wouldn't that be fantastic? Getting paid for this would be a right.
Oh, could you imagine?
Oh, my goodness
It would
me.
be a riot.
That would be fun.
We'd have to give the money back because we should not get paid for having this much fun. It would be lunatic. But we've got a list.
Oh, we've got a list.
We have got a list.
I love lists.
Yes.
Because it keeps us on track.
It does. It does. It does. And
When?
yes, yeah, I'm saying
I'm
yes.
joking.
I'm saying yes because I'm not even listening to you.
Facetious.
I'm not even listening to you. I'm just agreeing with you. Because actually, the more I think about it, doesn't
No,
keep it on
it
track
doesn't.
at all.
No.
What it does do is I know what each of these are, so I giggle.
Yeah, that's right.
Even as we're going through, oh, it's a brilliant one. You're going to love this one, and then we never get to it.
No.
So I put it onto my next list. So sometimes people go, I'm sure I've heard this list before. No.
No.
Or you might have, but it's us saying it again because we didn't get to the bits that we were supposed to get to.
Tell you what, let's commit
Yes.
today, for
Yes.
the first time in our lives ever,
Yes.
we're going to talk about a list and
Yep.
then do the list.
And then do the list.
Shall we do that?
We will try.
Yeah.
We will endeavour.
Sometimes we just get distracted, though.
We will
don't we?
endeavour. Do you know what endeavour was?
Go on.
It was the ship.
It was a ship called Endeavour.
Yes.
Yes.
We've done it again, haven't we?
Yes.
We've digressed. But it's interesting.
It was frosty this morning.
And you put the two together, where did the Endeavour get? Was the Endeavour not?
It was an icebreaking
Yeah,
thing,
an
wasn't
icebreaking
it?
ship.
Yeah.
Funny
Yeah.
enough. It was the one that took Scott
Scott to the Antarctic.
to the Antarctic.
Yeah.
That's right. Do you know why the Antarctic is called the Antarctic?
No.
It's brilliant, this.
Go on.
What would you assume the Arctic was referring to, given the temperature at each of the Arctics, both Arctic and Antarctic?
Freezing.
You think it would be referring to freezing?
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
So we talk about Arctic temperatures,
Arctic conditions.
Arctic conditions.
Yes.
Do you know what Arctic means?
Go on.
Bear.
Okay.
I believe it might be the Greek word. I could be wrong. I think it's the Greek word for bear.
Bear.
So guess what you find at the Arctic?
Bears.
What kind of bears? Just out of interest.
Polar bears.
Polar bears.
Because they're at the
poles. The poles. At the pole.
Yes.
And it happens to be at the North Pole.
Yes.
So the North Pole is the Arctic.
Yes.
Guess what you don't find at the South Pole?
Polar bears?
So that's the Antarctic without bears.
Oh.
Isn't that incredible?
That's amazing.
Isn't that incredible?
That's amazing.
So Arctic is named bear because that's where you see them.
Yeah.
Antarctic, not so much.
So this is a Greek word then, yeah?
Yes.
How did they know?
Exactly. How did they know? Oh, they'd have been cold going over there with the sandals on.
How did they know what bears looked like?
Can you imagine sandals and short skirts? That's what the blokes used to wear, didn't it?
I know. They used to
I've
just,
seen Troy.
They used to just sling a towel on. Or a sheet.
Yes,
A sheet and sandals.
Yep.
In
Sheet
the Arctic?
sandals.
You're
yes.
joking.
In the Arctic. Oh.
Staring at
Oh,
polar
your
bears.
toes would be blue.
Yeah, not just your toes.
I tell you, 2 right feet would fit.
You'd be losing extremities.
Yep, you
Which is
would.
No good for any man.
You would. Oh.
Wow.
Do you know what a brass monkey was?
No. Another 2 things it didn't have.
Well, funnily
They got
enough.
frozen off.
Funnily enough, it's not. People have turned it into a bit of a dirty. It's not a dirty saying,
Isn't it?
It is to freeze the balls onto a brass monkey. And a brass monkey was a tray
Yeah.
that had divots in it, much like, you know, when you're making Yorkshire puddings.
Yeah.
It's a tray that looked like that,
Okay.
and it held cannonballs.
Right.
And it held cannonballs in each one of those divots, and then you could stack up in the gaps, and such you had a pyramid of cannonballs.
Yeah.
But if it was really, really, really cold,
it would
freeze the balls to the brass monkey.
Balls onto the brass monkey.
Cold enough to freeze the balls onto the brass monkey.
Wow.
There we go. You see, you're learning all the time.
You're just full of nonsense.
We're just learning all the time.
Full of nonsense. And I'm so happy with that.
It's great, isn't it?
I'm going to carry that around for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
I can't unknow that.
Exactly.
Because I now know it.
We should have put this in our Fantastic Facts.
We should have.
We end up spouting our Fantastic Facts, and then when we get to the Fantastic Facts, they're like...
But that's a fantastic fact.
But that is a fantastic fact.
Freezing the balls
on to a brass monkey.
Yep. Wow. Amazing.
Donkey's ears.
Donkey's
do you know how long I've known that? Do you know how long I've known that? Donkey's ears. Oh, dear.
As long as donkey's ears.
As long as donkey's ears. As sure as eggs is eggs. Can you remember what that one was?
X equals
X.
It's a surety.
It is a mathematical surety. So mathematicians, they would say, are you positive? I'm as sure as X equals X, because it's an absolute certainty. Yeah, brilliant.
We say eggs is eggs.
Eggs is eggs.
Oh, crazy.
Goodness.
Crazy. So anyway, we're talking about a list.
We are. We've got a cork
and we were talking about not getting...
not getting off track. How many things have we mentioned off this list in the first 7 minutes?
Nothing. What have we talked about? I don't know.
I have no idea.
I can't remember.
I think there was a ship in there and a monkey.
A monkey that was cold.
Partridge in a pear tree.
Yeah.
You know, whenever they show the partridge in a pear tree, they show a partridge in a tree with pears hanging off it. Do you know what a pear tree is?
Go on.
It's a cage, but it's a cage specifically made of wicker.
Okay.
So when they say a partridge in a pear tree, they mean a partridge in a wicker cage.
Really?
Yes. Not dig up a pear tree, bring it, how do you keep the partridge in it? But that's how it's always portrayed on, the partridge in a pear tree, and they always show a tree with a partridge in it. A pear tree is a cage, but specifically a cage made out of, I believe it's wicker. It's not even just wood.
The old song.
Yes.
On the second day of Christmas, whatever.
Yeah.
It's partridge
in a pear tree.
5 gold rings, 4 calling birds, 3 French hens, 2 turtle doves, and a partridge in a pear tree.
Yes.
So.
And the pear tree is a wicker.
Well, you see, the thing is that I've always seen it as a tree with pears.
Do you know why?
Partridge in it.
Because that's what you've always seen painted.
Yeah, I know.
Yes.
But the reason why they paint it like that, and that's that partridge is game.
Right.
It's a game bird.
Okay.
And when you cook it, game is kind of a strong flavour.
Okay.
And it's like they have lamb with mint sauce.
Yes.
Yeah. They eat pig
something with apple
sauce.
Yes.
Partridge with pear sauce.
Really?
So to have a partridge in a pear tree is like that's the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow.
Yeah, that's as I've always understood that.
Wow.
But if a pear tree is actually a wicker basket,
wicker cage,
that actually makes a lot of sense.
It does make more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Because it's in it.
It's in it.
It's in it.
Yeah. And it's not going to escape from
It's not going to escape.
It's not just going to flap off.
Yes.
Is it?
Yes.
Off
one in the hand, 2 in the pear tree.
2 in the pear. 1 in its basket. 2 in a pear bush.
Oh, dear.
So, anyway, is that on the list?
Nope. I'll tell you what it is.
Go on.
I'll tell you what it is. The best robot ever.
Oh, I love
Do you like
robots.
technology? Do you like technology?
Oh, no, I don't. I don't like it. I love it.
Love it.
Yes.
As soon as I saw a robot going up and down stairs, I was like, that's it.
Brilliant. Job done.
Brilliant.
Yep.
That's it.
Yep.
Well, wait till you see this one.
Looking forward to it already.
The best robot ever. We're also going to talk about US Air Force.
Okay, cool.
US Air Force has been up to some stuff, which is mildly amusing. Before we do any of that, do you know what we're going to do?
Go on.
We're going to offer some congratulations.
Okay.
Some well-earned congratulations. And that's to somebody working hither.
In the British Muslim Heritage
British
Centre.
Muslim Heritage Centre.
Somebody's done something.
Somebody's done something
that is worthy of our
praise, because they have
praise,
received
adulation,
an award.
Congratulations, many congratulations.
And what an award.
Somebody that we know.
Somebody that we know very well indeed.
In here.
In here. And
Top floor man.
Top floor man. Top floor. and we could not be more proud.
I wonder what that could possibly be.
Oh.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Oh, it's an honour, is what it is.
Let's talk. It's an honour to be talking about it. It's an honour to be talking about it. Yes. Well, let's talk about that then. And that's a bit of the list that we're going to have to get to.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh, my goodness, yes.
Good.
Now, you know the hashtag #MeToo?
Yes.
It's obviously
gone a bit too far.
Well, it's talking about horrible things. It's saying, yeah, happened to me as well, that.
Yeah.
Well, most women in the world could just go, yep, me too.
Me too.
Because let's be honest, there's enough men out there that big enough freaks that every woman could pretty much say, yeah, I've had that. Yeah, I've had that kind of insensitive behaviour, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Now, it's still talking about insensitive behaviour and some to the degree of awful experiences. There's a really positive thing come out of the Me Too movement.
Okay.
And in my humble opinion, it's Islamic.
Okay.
And had they simply done and followed the Islamic kind of way, hashtag Me Too wouldn't exist. Would not exist.
True. Absolutely true. And I think I'm pretty sure that I know exactly where that's going to go.
So that's kind of cool, isn't it?
Yeah, looking forward to that.
We're going to use the best use of Twitter ever.
Okay, so this is not Donald Trump then?
It's not Donald Trump, no. And it's not what are now known as trolls, which are basically people.
Yes.
Because what do most people insist on putting on Twitter? Horrible stuff.
Just stuff
comments.
That demeans people.
Not just Twitter, by the way.
No.
We put quite a few on YouTube.
Yes, they do. Oh, have you noticed?
Oh, bless you. Well, given that we're up to 170,000 views.
How many comments?
Some of them, thousands
upon thousands of comments.
Some of them, a little choice.
Haters.
Shall we say?
Haters.
Oh, 2 white Muslims, more like 2 white beep.
Yeah. My journey to Islam, it just says, idiot.
Oh, dear. Oh, my goodness. But yes, the best use of Twitter.
Okay, cool.
Just a beautiful, beautiful story about Twitter. It's just great.
Yeah.
Absolutely great.
Looking forward to that.
And then to end the list, you think you're having a bad day?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Somebody had a worse one.
There's another one. There is a never-ending supply of people having a worse day than you.
Cool.
People having a worse day than me. I guarantee it. So would you agree? Bit of a good list.
That's a great list.
I mean, just from the list, are you excited?
More than excited.
Are you excited? Are you on the edge of your seat?
I'm on the edge of I'm on the edge of my seat for another reason.
Yes, exactly.
Gets me closer to the kitchen.
Absolutely. Let's do that, and then we can do more of this.
Inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Barakatuh. Oh, yeah, barakatuh. Oh, well, yes. Oh, yes.
I'll tell you what, shall we start this again?
I think we should.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Subhanallah.
We're good, us.
You're ever ready. I'm Duracell. And you know why that is, don't you?
Yeah.
Copper-coloured top.
Copper-coloured top.
Lasts up to 6 times longer.
Brilliant. Ba-da-bum. Oh, fantastic. Oh, ever the professionals.
Yes.
Consummate
seldom do we show that.
Yes, absolutely. Why would we? Why would people expect more of us?
Yeah, well, we don't want to make people feel inferior in our presence, do we?
Exactly. That's not the way to go.
So we hide our talent and professionalism. We hide it well.
Yep. That is not the way to go.
I don't even show that side of myself to my wife.
No.
She'll tell you.
Yes. Oh, anybody think he can't do anything? Yes, that is the image I put across.
That's my husband. Yeah.
He's very good at it. What? Nothing.
Yeah. He's very good at doing nothing.
Nothing.
He talks a good game.
Yes.
Talk the talk, but not walk the
no,
walk, as it
he
were.
He can talk it. He's got the mouth. Has he got the
Savannah.
trousers?
Anyway, hang on a minute. Talking of mouth and trousers.
Yes.
No, I was just about to start talking about mouth and trousers, but I thought, no, I better not.
No.
Because we've got a list, haven't we?
We've got a list.
And we're nearly done. Alhamdulillah.
We're nearly done. One of the things on the list, and I've been really looking forward to getting to this.
Okay, cool.
Best use of Twitter ever.
Oh,
Maybe not ever, but the best use of Twitter.
And it's not Donald Trump.
And it's not Donald Trump.
No.
Because the worst use of Twitter are A, Donald Trump.
And B, those who follow Donald Trump.
And then there's 3. And C, anybody who comments on anything on Twitter.
Okay.
Because it's rarely positive.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I know.
You'll get somebody going, oh, that's lovely, that's not. Not on my watch, it's not. And as we've said previously, it's not just on Twitter.
No.
They do that on YouTube as well, don't they?
We love some of the comments that we get.
Brilliant.
Shall we share our best ever comment on YouTube?
Our best ever or our best worst?
The best ever.
Oh, best ever.
The one that came in the other day.
Oh, it was amazing.
So
it was amazing.
This chap wrote in to just as a comment on one of our videos.
Yep.
And he said, I'm not going to...
Shall I find it?
Do you want to find it and read it out?
It might take me a little...
I forget which video it was
that's
on.
the thing. What was it on? That could be difficult. That could be difficult.
Right, I'm going to try and find it myself now.
Or should we come back to that one?
No, I'm going to find it.
We'll look it up over a break.
I'm going to try and find it.
I'll do that. No, it's not that one. It's
that. Do that.
I'll do that. I'll keep saying things like, I'll do that.
I'll do that.
I'll talk. Just so that people aren't really bored. I know it was a fairly long one. So let's have a look. Nope, that's not it. Nope. So far, I'm only finding good ones. That wasn't me. It was me, but it wasn't me. Where is it? You see, my phone's stuck now. It's stuck, it is. It's stuck. I've got a big blue line that's going round and round. It went faster. Still not changed, though. It went faster. It was by the way, the reason it's taking a long time is because we're scrolling through hundreds of comments. Have you found a good one? Hundreds of comments. Here we go. Let's have a look. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear Muslim brothers and sister, I'm from India. I love my religion and I love you. Oh, it's not that one.
Alhamdulillah.
Have you found it? It was a fairly long one. Let's have a look. I might just start reading these. Oh, not that one. How long was it while I was away? It was while.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers.
Here we go.
I am a Muslim. This is not the one. This is
okay.
One that I've come across. I am a Muslim.
Yep.
I only recently found you two white Muslims on your channel. You both are doing an amazing work.
Aww.
Love all your videos. It gives all of us the deep understanding of Islam. Please continue doing your videos. Two white Muslims, always cheerful. May Allah bless you both.
Oh my goodness!
How nice is that?
There's one here from one of the. We have the podcast available on iTunes and on Spotify and on Podbean, and with the link on any other podcast service. However, we also put it on YouTube, and there's one here that just says 1.17 hours just passed by in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Our podcast. Listen to the whole thing.
Oh,
can't believe it.
Goodness.
At least our listeners can switch us off.
I know. Exactly. At least they can go somewhere else.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, where is it? Have I got, well, but the mere fact that this is me scrolling through hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, it's humbling. It's amazing. By the way, if you haven't commented, do it.
What are you waiting for?
Do it.
What are we waiting for?
I'm not fan. I think we might have to come back to this one because it's producing dead. No, it's not producing dead air, really. To White Muslims, I've just subscribed. Thank you very much indeed. To White Muslims, awesome work, mashallah. Thank you very much indeed.
Alhamdulillah. Keep up the good work, two white Muslims.
Yep.
Assalamu alaikum. I'm your new subscriber. Really enjoyed your video and keep up the good work. Alhamdulillah.
Love what you are doing, guys. However, there is a slight misunderstanding. Abraham wasn't the first Jew. God replied to this claim in the Quran, chapter 3, verses 65 to 68. I'm sorry to pick you up on this because your channel is absolutely amazing and I love the way you guys put it across, but just wanted to make the comment. Oh, I mean, even when they pick us up on minor infractions, they're like, I'm really sorry to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so lovely.
Guys, lovely video. Love what you guys do. Love the way that you focus on the similarities and not differences, and bring unity. Alhamdulillah, mashallah, alhamdulillah. I am. Oh, subhanallah! Look at this. I am an ex-Muslim, but I love your work.
Oh, wow.
There's a chance that they might come back.
You never know. Oh,
Inshallah.
that is so lovely.
Love your
and
work.
just to pass that comment is amazing.
Alhamdulillah.
Beautiful is the life of the world for those who believe. Quran 2:212. I mean, come on. Lovely.
Brilliant.
Alhamdulillah. Good job, my brothers. May Allah, what Allah, always give you all of. Oh, lovely. Lovely. And you too, sir. And you too. I don't even know when this is from now. What am I up to? How do I know what I'm up to? Oh, it's 29th of December. Oh, it wasn't. It might have been.
Might have been.
Was it as far ago as back as? Oh, come on, come on. Have you found some of the? These are some of the. They're still funny. They're still funny when they write things like that. Was it before I broke my wrist, or was it after?
Well,
was it as I flew out, or as I was about to fly? It might have been as I flew out, you know.
I think it possibly was.
In which case, it is a little bit further back. Do you know, there's a lot of dead area. I'm looking at the clock. We've been doing this for 9 minutes. I do apologise for people going, can you just say something?
Do you know what? We've
Yep.
got this comment here. It says, you guys are so classy, inspiring and intelligent.
Oh my goodness.
MashaAllah. Always putting a smile on my face. ... God bless.
Oh,
Alhamdulillah. So we're classy, inspiring and intelligent. MashaAllah.
oh, proof that you can prove you
can fool some of the people
all of the time. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 2 white Muslims. I've just subscribed, doing good work. Inshallah, I'll see you in Jannah. Isn't that just lovely? Oh. 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 Where's this one, though? Where's this one? So I think it might have been before I broke my... So let's have a look.
Your approach is so motivating and soothing. Not only you convey deen, but also there is a kind of engagement where everyone is respected. It will be honour for me to meet you in person with lots of love.
Oh.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, it's amazing.
Oh,
Who
these
asked for more?
people. All the work that we put into this, it's worth every
It really is.
every
It
second
really
of
is.
it to get comments
Subhanallah.
like this. MashaAllah.
I can
Allah
totally
guides
relate
whom
to
he
you
wills.
guys and how you put these things across. MashaAllah, brothers, and greetings from Uganda.
Wow.
We've had greetings from Uganda. We've had greetings from Malaysia, India, Pakistan, from America, Australia, from the Netherlands.
Netherlands, yeah.
All
all over
place.
the UK, of course.
All over the. Yeah, it's just a given.
Yeah.
It was it after? Oh, do you know, we should have spent more time and actually found it. But some of these are just nice anyway. Alhamdulillah.
The numbers of people that just put MashaAllah, MashaAllah.
Good job, brothers.
MashaAllah.
We'll make dua for you. Oh, and you too, brother.
I tell you,
Allahu Akbar. MashaAllah, brothers, and greetings from you. Oh, from you. I think I've just read that.
Yeah.
Or certainly, that's duplicated. And then just beautiful ones where people just quote the Quran and. Oh, look at this. Jazakallah, what a lucky... you are lucky guys, as Allah washed away all your previous sins and booked a spot for you in Jannah. Please pray for me also. Oh, come on. Oh, another one. You are so lucky. You have joined a brotherhood. Just amazing. It's still not the one that we that we're looking for.
So I tell you what, instead of looking for that any further,
Yeah,
right, I'm
just
going to say,
you know,
what it said.
paraphrase it.
Going to say what it said.
Yes.
Okay, so a brother wrote in and said that he had been born and brought up as a Muslim.
Yep.
But he ran away. He ran away from Islam.
Yep.
He ran away from everything. And he blamed it on the way that he'd been taught, and and then some things had gone
Yeah.
wrong in his life, and
The circumstances under which
he'd
he'd
had
been
a difficult
raised.
few
Yeah.
years, and
Yep.
and when he went away from Islam, he then met some other ex-Muslims who made matters worse for him.
Yep.
And then he met some Christian guys who
Yep.
made matters worse.
Gave him a
for
nudge in the one direction as well.
And he was really, really far away
Yep.
from Islam.
Yep.
But for some reason, in December just gone in December. He decided after 5 years of being away,
he hadn't been in a mosque for 5 years.
He decided to go to a mosque.
Yeah,
at
on
Jummah.
Yeah,
And he decided to pray Jummah.
yeah.
And after he had prayed his Jummah, he did a dua to Allah and said, Allah, if you show me a way to come back. Show
Please
me
help me come back
a way.
to you.
Show me a way, please.
Yeah.
Yeah? And what happened to him the following day?
One of these videos fell into his inbox, and he clicked on it and went, huh? And then he watched all the others.
He watched all the 21 videos in our series.
And he just went, Alhamdulillah.
I'm back.
And then he wrote us and just said, I'm back.
Had it not been for your videos,
for these videos,
I would now not be Muslim.
Allah put these videos in front of me at just the right time.
Yeah.
You think, wow.
Alhamdulillah.
Oh, it's just so humbling.
That's crazy.
Oh, my
Alhamdulillah.
goodness.
Yeah. So,
how can you not like getting a thing like that?
it just makes everything, all the pain that we've gone through, worth it. Alhamdulillah. Yeah, brilliant.
Oh.
Anyway, enough of all that.
Yes, because that's just reading things.
Self-adulation.
Yes. Hey, self-praise is no praise, but if we don't do it,
nobody will. When was the last time you got any praise from anywhere?
Oh, it doesn't happen unless I look in a mirror.
Look in a mirror or sit in the car with me.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's just. I mean, the reason we did this initially was because we just want to say, oh my goodness, what an incredible,
what an
incredible comment to receive. Yeah. What an amazing, perfect, and beautiful religion this must be for somebody to turn so far away from it, and then just with one prayer.
Allah makes it
easy
for him to come
easy.
back.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
Ever forgiving, ever merciful.
But isn't it the case that when you take one step towards Allah, Allah runs towards you?
Yes.
Alhamdulillah.
Yep.
Rabbil Alameen. Just beautiful.
Oh.
Anyway, Junaid, have you seen the time? Have you seen the time? You're still reading your phone, aren't you?
Still reading. I'm still looking for this one. I haven't seen. Oh, my goodness. Right. Okay.
You need to put your phone down, stop reading, and go and put the kettle on.
I think we do. Yes.
We'll be
rest assured, it's a beautiful message.
Do some more of this after that.
Inshallah.
Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh. Do you know what?
Hey.
I've been looking forward to this.
Oh, I'll tell you.
The thing that we're about to talk about, I've actually been looking forward to.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh,
so,
just how much do you love technology?
I just adore it.
Love it.
It's brilliant.
Love it.
It changes lives.
It does.
It changes life. It just makes life easier.
Yep.
It makes life more interesting.
It makes it interesting as well. It makes it easy. I mean, we did a story not that long ago about the guys who had been disabled in accidents.
Yeah.
Who were now
able to walk again.
Short distances.
Yes.
And that is through technological breakthroughs.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
You know
we talked about motorbikes that can fly.
We did.
Alhamdulillah.
Dubai police have invested in flying motorbikes.
We've talked about self-driving cars.
Oh,
alhamdulillah!
I was in one the other day.
Oh, alhamdulillah!
Oh,
these are just
goodness.
Amazing things.
Sat nav.
And you know these.
How cool is sat nav?
These scientists, the engineers, the mathematicians, the people that invent all this stuff.
Yep.
Hats off to them guys.
Yes.
They're just amazing people.
Yes.
Because I can look at some technology and I can experience some technology. I can be using some.
Yep.
Yeah. And I can't even imagine thinking about that feature or that facility ever being in existence.
Yes.
I can't imagine it. But to have thought it and made it work
and create
it is incredible.
I remember,
these people are amazing.
Yeah, incredible. I remember watching, it was a documentary, and it was about a multi-millionaire. I mean, an unbelievably wealthy chap.
What's the fella's name? Elon?
Oh, no, it wasn't even him. No.
Not him. But like him.
But like him. And he'd invented some kind of needleless syringe. It was something like that. I can't remember what exactly, but it was a needleless syringe. It was something to do with syringe technology, which had revolutionised the industry. So if you think about how many syringes there are used in the world, and he had the patent on it. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so whatever they all use now, he invented it.
Right, okay.
So a fabulously wealthy chap.
Yep.
And he was talking about the next big thing. The next big thing. This is it. What's the next big thing? And the documentary was fascinating on how he came up with the next big thing. And basically, he then created a wheelchair that could go up and down stairs.
Oh, right, okay.
And how that happened was, obviously, you had 2 front wheels, 2 back wheels that were joined on an axle, and your front wheels would raise up, and then both of them would move along, and then the front wheels would move up, and then the back wheels would follow. So it could work its way upstairs, but it could also work its way downstairs.
Incredible.
So it was fascinating.
Yep.
The byproduct of that, was that this wheelchair could then stand up on 2 of its wheels.
Okay.
And it was just a byproduct. They hadn't anticipated, but so that it wouldn't roll back down the stairs, and you had complete control. It could stand up on 2 wheels, and they showed a teacher in America, and his students had saved up and gotten one of these things, and he was dancing at the prom with another teacher. Because in his wheelchair, he could raise it up so that 2 wheels went above the other 2 wheels. And on the bottom 2 wheels, which, when they're side by side, your brain says that's impossible. And so this was an accidental byproduct. And it raised him up to a height at which he was on eye level with everybody. And through his body movement, he could move these 2 wheels around the dance floor, and he was dancing.
Amazing.
And that was the byproduct. And this is the company that then created the Segway.
Yes.
The Segway. And they launched it, and at the launch party, and it was a massive, this is it, this is the next big thing, this is it, it's a revolution, it's going to change the world, it's going to change the world. And they zipped out on these Segways, and everybody just laughed and went, that's ridiculous. That is, he said, everybody will have them. Nobody will ever walk again. We'll all be. It was like the Sinclair C5. You know what I mean? We'll all be on the Segways. Now, didn't really take off as much as he thought it would.
No.
You get them in Spain, and you get them, wherever they do little tours. You can do Segway tours, or you might have them in hospitals, or you might have them. Some airports have them where the staff can get round quickly and all this kind of thing. But fundamentally. But the technology behind it.
Hang on a minute.
2 wheels next to each other. How can they stay with a thing on it? How can that stay upright?
I know.
It's but he said, well, you do it. You have a head at the top of a body, and you don't fall forward and you don't fall back.
That's right.
That is what the technology is. It's like, wow. That's amazing.
Didn't I hear that he was on his Segway and he went over a cliff?
I don't know. I thought you were going to say he got stabbed by a needle.
No. He actually went over a cliff and he died.
Really?
He died.
Oh, my goodness.
On his Segway.
Oh, my goodness.
It was either him or somebody very, very integral to the company.
Yes.
Somebody influential, maybe CEO or whatever. But somebody died.
Wow.
Yeah, literally lost the balance, went off the edge of a cliff. Off the edge of a cliff and died.
Whoa.
Yeah. Incredible.
We'll have a little look at that one. Well, I will have to look into that one. I'll have to find out about that one.
Yep. Inshallah.
But that takes me to, and this has nothing to do with what's on my list at all.
Right.
But
this is about robots, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
But when we were away, do you know what I saw?
Go on.
Have you seen the B&Q adverts? They were on last year, and it's where people are zipping around B&Q on, it's basically one wheel with a footrest on either side.
Yes, I've seen
So it is a single wheel with a footrest on either side, and you can stand up on it.
Yep.
You don't fall forwards, you don't fall backwards, and you can set off by leaning forwards, stop by leaning backwards, go left and right. Saw one when I was away.
Wow.
A real one, in real life, they exist.
Wow.
So it is a single wheel. So this is kind of, I get that this would work as a Segway because you could take it on a train.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's a single wheel that works like the Segway.
Wow.
Whoa.
Wow.
Oh my goodness! So technology is amazing.
I've seen this hoverboard thing that's all the craze as well. I've
Yes.
seen one of these, and they've got two wheels, one on either side.
One either side.
And this board, and if you tilt your foot,
Yep. Takes
if
it forward, takes it backwards.
and it turns round,
Yes.
and you can
Yes.
spin it round even.
Well, this one is a
etc.
single larger wheel that goes in between your legs,
Wow.
and you stand on a platform on either side. Brilliant. It's like the front wheel of a bike.
I want to have a go on one of them.
Yeah, like do you remember
I want to have a go on that.
the tricycles that had the pedals on that
Yeah.
front wheel? It's
Yeah.
like that, but it's just the front wheel.
I want to have a go on that.
Amazing. Do you remember when the first iPhone came out? When you saw the advert for the first iPhone? And it went, bigger the
staggering.
screen, smaller the screen. You went, no,
Yeah, no,
impossible.
that can't happen.
That cannot happen. That's just, no. And that's exactly what we're doing now.
Yep.
Incredible.
Yep.
Robots.
Robots.
Robots excite me. When I first saw, I think it was Honda.
A fantastic film is iRobot.
Oh my goodness!
Love that film.
Incredible.
One of my favourite actors, of course.
Yeah, he's brilliant. One of my favourite people.
Love him.
He's lovely. He's a great guy.
Love him.
His son. But when I think it was Honda that created the first robot that could climb stairs.
Okay, yeah.
And then, do you remember when they had the first robot that could pick an egg up? Its
Yep.
touch was so sensitive
that,
it could
yep.
pick an egg up without
Yep.
breaking it.
Yep.
I remember when the first computer beat the chess champion.
Yes.
Was it Deep Blue?
Yes.
Deep Blue beat the chess champion.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's just staggering. There's something about robots. I remember watching a program and this guy was on it was saying, "Oh, I want to be a cyborg. I want to have one of my limbs replaced by another limb, but a metallic one.
Yeah.
I want to be a cyborg." And I thought, well, you are every time you get in a car.
Yes.
Every time you get in a car, you are a cyborg. You become part of that car.
Yep.
And when you think of it like that, driving becomes so much cooler.
Oh, yeah.
A cyborg. But
Unless
robots.
It depends what you drive.
Yes. To be fair. Robots. Amazing.
Yep.
Russia's state-of-the-art robot exposed as a man in a costume.
No.
Oh, footage of an artificial intelligence robot that Russian state television used as an example of the country's technological prowess has been exposed as a man in a
suit.
robot suit.
Oh, this is crazy.
Oh my
This is
goodness!
Wrong. Like multi-story car park.
Wrong on wrong on all levels.
All levels.
Oh, the Rosivo 24 news channel broadcast footage of what it presented as Boris the dancing, singing robot at a technology forum for school pupils. But viewers and other journalists spotted some human-like movements
Because?
and other discrepancies and discovered Boris was in fact a human being
Why do they do...
wearing
do they do
a
this?
robot costume sold by a Russian company. Oh,
Why do they do this?
Why?
Why?
It's like cheating in a marathon.
I'm really
What's the point?
disappointed now. I thought
Me
this was going
too.
to be a story
I know.
about
The
an amazing...
latest brilliant
because
robot.
I saw a clip of a documentary. I meant to see the documentary. I forgot all about the fact that it was on.
Yep.
And I haven't seen it on Catch-Up TV either. But it was a clip of a documentary of a man interviewing a woman robot. Have you seen her?
I've not, but she was
Have you
on.
seen
Was
her?
she not on this morning or something?
Something like that,
And it,
yeah.
it freaked them out.
Blew their mind.
Yes, because it creates its own personality.
She
Yeah.
talks to them.
Yes.
And she answers questions.
Yes.
And she learns from them.
Yes.
And she can now have a full-on conversation about all manner of different things. And the way that she moves her face, and she'll wink and put a smile on, and
Goodness.
she'll tell jokes, and she'll laugh, and she'll just interact like any other, like any normal person would.
Yes.
But this is an artificial intelligence. This is a robot.
Wow.
Yeah, fully artificial.
Incredible.
But that has the personality.
Yep.
That just blows people's minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Absolutely
I thought this story was going to be one of those.
I know.
One
What
of
was
those.
it? The best robot ever turned out to be
A man in a suit.
man in a robot suit. I'm sorry to disappoint. Still love technology. Google Home, my favourite thing in the world at the moment.
Love it.
Second only to the beautiful Quran, of course. Technology, love it. Not when it's a bloke in a robot suit.
That's just a cheat.
It's a cheat, and it depressed me. It did.
Why do the Russians do this?
Oh, with the...
I'm going to tell you another Russian story, but I have to do it off air.
Yes. Well, let's do that now, then.
Do that now. Inshallah, we'll be back after this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Welcome. Oh, I've got to dive straight into this one. I've got to. We can't miss this one off the list.
Well, just before you do, you see, my wrist has just vibrated.
Oh, right. Have you got to do some movement?
No. Normally it says do torso twists now, which whilst driving is never a good idea.
No.
Never a good idea. And whilst,
What are you doing?
whilst
I'm doing some torso twists.
sitting in the theatre,
Yes.
you can't suddenly
In the
stand
queue
up.
at Sainsbury's. He's shuffling. What's he doing? He's coming at me. Marjorie.
You can't. Marjorie! What's he doing?
Oh. What's flashed
my
onto
wrist
your wrist?
has just buzzed and bleeped to remind me that I've got a new WhatsApp coming in.
Ah.
And it said, wife. I thought, I better look at that one.
Yes.
So I've got my obligatory shopping list for the way home. And she needs me to buy a punnet of grapes
Yep.
and a bag of tangerines.
Brilliant.
Fantastic.
There you go. Are you telling me so that you don't forget?
No, my missus is on a diet. Yeah.
Oh.
She's been on a diet now for 12 years.
Is it a seafood diet?
Seafood and eat it. Yes. Yeah. It's a fish
Is
and
it a
chip
light diet?
It's fish and chip diet.
Yeah.
She went on a radical one, you know.
Really?
She went on this 2 shakes a day. Or was it 3 shakes a day? I can't remember.
Ooh.
But she was just literally shaking. You make it with water. You add this
Right.
powder
Yep.
to 200 mils of water.
Yes.
Yeah, and you shake it up.
Yep.
And drink it, and that's all you get.
So
You're not
what's the caloric intake on
425.
No, sorry, I gasped over the top of that. Say that again.
425
No.
per day.
For the day.
That's all you get.
The recommended intake for women is 1,500.
Yeah.
Men 2,000.
Yeah, 425
425
a day.
That doesn't get you past breakfast.
No solid food whatsoever.
Wow.
Nothing at all. Just the shakes.
Wow.
And she did that for a month.
Go on. Now, and I mean this in the because I love and adore your wife. I love and adore your entire family.
We got invited out.
Yep.
To a very, very special restaurant.
Yep.
Yep. And we went.
Yes.
And she sat there and ate nothing.
What I was going to ask was, how's the mood been?
Very typically similar.
And like I said, I wasn't meaning that to be offensive.
My
love and adore your wife as I do all your family.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, other wives are available.
Me, you. Same to you and yours.
But I just imagine what that would do to somebody's
my
mood,
missus is like a rev counter that's stuck between 8 and 9.
Is she redlining?
She is.
Does she redline a lot? I think you'll find you went simmer. Oh.
So yeah, terrible. She's been on this diet, and it's just been awful. But she's on a diet. She's been on a diet, like I said, for 12 years.
Yes.
And sometimes it's a radical diet, which
Yep.
is just the shakes,
That's
and then
radical.
she'll do that for a month.
That's beyond
She'll
radical.
she'll lose a lot of weight in that month. To be fair.
Well, yes.
And then she gradually introduces the food back into
Yes.
to her routine.
Yep.
Which is cool.
Yes.
Yeah. But she now wants a punnet of grapes.
Yep.
And a bag of tangerines. You
Yep.
think, okay, so that's going to last a couple of weeks then. She wants that because her colleague at work had a punnet of grapes and a bag of tangerines yesterday.
Yeah.
She ate the lot.
Oh, this is to give her back?
Yes!
No! No!
She owes Emma.
Here's them grapes I owe you.
I owe
No!
you. Punnet of grapes and a bag of tangerines. And knowing Emma as I do, She won't want them back.
Of course she won't.
She'll
So
be offended.
That's another punnet to eat.
She'll be offended.
Wow.
Yeah.
One, wow for eating them.
Yeah.
2, wow for even thinking about giving them back.
I know. It was crazy.
And I mean this in the nicest possible way. That's very cultural, isn't it?
Isn't it?
That's a very cultural thing.
It's all about the food.
All about the food.
How many times have we said that?
You were kind enough to come round a couple of days ago. I mean, we see each other daily anyway, but you kind of came round. And when you came round, what did you bring with you? Fish and chips and koi sauce.
Yes.
Was my first thought, oh, I must get him some?
No.
No.
Your first thought was, I'm
I'm
going to
gonna
enjoy
eat them.
these. I'm going to enjoy these.
Which are you having?
I'll get the kettle.
Oh, my goodness.
Fantastic.
Wow, but that is one heck of a diet.
I know, it's crazy.
That is one heck of a diet.
Crazy.
So that is 450 calories
Per day.
per day.
Which is, it's ludicrous. You know, and I got to the stage, to be fair, where, I mean, I need to eat. Yeah, I need to eat because
regularly.
I'm a bloke, and blokes have to eat.
Yeah, plus.
And I have to eat at certain times because I'm diabetic. And if I don't eat at those times, I'll curl up and die.
Yes.
I don't fancy doing that just yet.
Not quite yet.
Certainly not of that.
I want my toes uncurled.
Diabetic coma? Nah, don't want one of them. Thank you. Difficult to deal with.
Don't fancy that.
No, not into that. Anyway, so, but when you've got a missus at home that's eating nothing,
yes,
and you start cooking, and the smells wafting through the house, it's just a bit. It just felt a bit uncomfortable, if I'm honest.
Yeah, and it shouldn't do.
No,
because if for whatever reason somebody in the household wasn't fasting, you wouldn't say to them, "Oh, you can't eat."
No.
You just, it wouldn't occur to you.
No.
When it's a diet,
and
I remember hearing this, and it's so true. Fasting is easier than dieting.
Yes, it is.
Because fasting, do you want some chocolate cake?
No.
Dieting, would you like some chocolate cake?
Oh, kill for it.
How big is the piece?
I'd kill for it.
There's always temptation. Yeah, great point.
Yeah.
So what did you have to do?
Well, I carried on eating, but I kind of did it.
Surreptitiously?
Yeah.
Is that eating with syrup?
I was like creeping around. I was like the our White's lemonade man, middle of the night, sneaking down to my fridge to see what's in it.
Yes, yes. Oh my goodness!
I'm
yes.
a secret lemonade drinker. Do you remember that fella?
I do. In his stripy pajamas.
I've got those stripy pajamas as well.
Brilliant.
I have.
You're the man in the striped pajamas.
Oh, fantastic! So
wow.
it got a bit awkward, but I took to. I mean, it was no real hardship to be fair.
Yep.
Because rather than cook at home, I thought I'll be kind.
Yep.
I won't leave food smells all over the house.
Yes.
What I'll do is I'll just nip out and get a takeout.
Yeah.
Which to me,
for your health, love,
for the good of your health, my love,
good.
For the good of your sanity.
I'm taking one for the team.
I'm doing
here,
it
love.
for you, love. I'm eating this burger for you.
For you.
For you.
Don't you forget it.
I'm having this doner kebab because I love you.
See these fish and chips? It's a physical manifestation of my desire, love, and passion. My love for you.
For you. Absolutely. And I'm with. Do you know what? I don't like diets. I don't like diets. Do you know why?
Go on.
It's pointless.
Yeah.
Do you know why?
Because you put it all back on?
Yep. And who said you need to in the first place?
Well, yes. Yes.
And I had this conversation with my missus just last night.
Yep.
Yeah. Who thinks you need to diet?
Yeah.
And she said, I do.
Right.
I went, okay, for the record, I don't.
Yeah. So
I think you're perfectly fine just as you are.
Yep.
Yeah, so this putting yourself through this pain and hardship.
Not just yourself.
Let's just have a think of... I didn't go there.
Now I'm doing this for me.
That was in the back of my mind.
Yes, no doubt. No doubt.
But, when you think about it, food, there are people in this world that don't have even the basic supplies and provisions.
Yep.
They don't have it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's a test for them. Yeah.
Yes.
There are people that have more than they'll ever need.
Yeah.
And that's a test for them.
Yep.
Food is a blessing from Allah.
It is.
Food is a blessing. And why would you deny yourself of that blessing?
Yeah. Yeah.
And the fact that when you get over a certain age, your metabolism perhaps slows
Yep.
down a little bit.
Changes.
In a lot of people it does.
Yep.
In some lucky people it doesn't.
Yeah.
But in most people it does.
Yep.
And it means that you can be eating exactly the same thing
Yep.
and you put weight on.
Yes.
And there's people that say, oh, well, you're eating too much meat and too much fat and too much dairy and too much this, that, and too
Yep.
much sugar and cakes and
Yep.
blah, blah, blah. Elephants and rhinos eat grass.
Yes, they do.
So if you just want to
Yes,
munch
they
on
do.
salad and think that's going to work, I'm
Yes.
sorry, love, but you're wrong.
Ah, yes.
Because you can still put a lot of weight on
Yep.
eating the things that you... and the fact is that food is a blessing.
Yep.
It's a blessing from Allah.
Yes.
And to me, food is something that I actually really look forward to
Yeah.
because I like the action of eating food. I
Yes.
like the action of cooking food. I do
Yes.
a lot of cooking at home, and I like it.
That's so true.
I like it, and I do. Though I say it myself,
Excuse me.
I cook really well.
Yes.
And,
oh my
and
goodness,
everybody
yes.
says so.
Yep.
Everybody likes the food that I
Yep.
prepare and put in front of them.
So you're not.
And
You're not bragging. You're quoting.
I can't think of anything better than to feed somebody.
Mm,
Yeah, because that's providing them with the sustenance that they're going to use, and
Yeah.
and they'll expend that energy on hopefully doing positive things.
Yes.
But it'll keep them alive for a certain number of hours.
Absolutely.
It will, a day or so.
Yep.
Yeah. And what a great gift to give to somebody.
Yes.
Allah has given us the blessing of food in this country.
Yep.
And in the position that we're in.
Yep.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We've got this as a blessing. Why would you deny yourself?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Why would you deny yourself that blessing?
Yep.
Just because you feel that you've expanded a little.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, expansion is normal.
Yep.
Expansion is something that happens at one stage or other
Yep.
in your life.
Well, all things. The universe is expanding.
It is. It is.
It's written in the
And
Quran.
to be fair, nobody concerned about that other than you.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
why do you put yourself through it?
Yeah.
And the answer was,
Go on.
I like my clothes and I want them to fit. Yeah, and I thought, oh, right, okay.
Okay. I've got you on that one.
Actually,
Yeah.
to be fair, love, if we had to go and replace all of that, I tell you what,
No, you're right, love. You're right. You're
tell
right.
you what,
You're right.
I'm doing takeout tonight.
Yeah,
Why don't you
you're
get
right.
yourself a shake?
I tell you what. You forget the shake. Go and have a glass of water, love. Go on. Go and have a glass of water. Get yourself straight to bed. Get yourself straight to bed. Come on, love. Get yourself straight to bed. You're right. You're right. Don't ever let me try and talk you out of dieting. That said,
I went on a diet once.
oh, go on.
Yeah, and I did this Atkins thing.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do you remember that?
I
Well,
do.
all you can eat is
Always
meat.
meat, yes.
Meat and fatty things and
Yeah.
and eggs and cheese and milk, dairy,
Yep.
meat.
Yes.
And you think, oh, it's a diet to you just love it.
Yep.
Love that diet. I tell you, after a week of
Yeah,
it,
I bet it was a
you
real
don't
challenge.
love it anymore.
Yeah, I'll bet.
And all you want is some rice.
Yeah.
You want some bread. You
Yep.
want some chapatis.
Yep.
You want the carbs.
And apparently it did really dicky things to your insides as well, is what I've heard.
It does, and it makes your breath a little bit
Yeah,
fun,
bit of
pungent,
leakage.
and it's some of the side effects are not particularly
Yes.
pleasant. However, I dropped half a stone in 2 weeks,
Wow.
which was pretty good
By
going.
eating a lot of food.
By stuffing myself
Wow.
with all the foods that you think are bad for you.
That's incredible.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
That's incredible.
So if I go on a diet again, if ever,
That's the
yeah,
one.
that's the one for
That's
me.
the one. If my breath is a little funky, you
well,
know
just-
exactly what's happening.
I tell you what, just keep a wide berth. just stay away. If you don't like it, it's not my problem. If you
Yes,
don't like
so
it,
exactly.
if you don't like it, it's your problem, not mine.
Exactly.
Me dropping half a stone.
Yep.
Yeah, from where? But do you know what? When you start losing weight
Yep.
at our stage in life, and
Yep.
for our listeners who still think we're 14,
Yeah.
you can't be old and still talk like this.
No, very
you
true.
can't.
Very true.
There's
In
a
my
thing.
day-
There's a thing called wisdom.
Yes.
And you get that with age, and you
Yep.
two clearly. You are
No.
wisdom deficient, shall we say? It's
Therefore,
like-
you must be young.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
We're
So,
old and hide it
at,
well.
at our
We're
age,
old, but make no case for it.
we're two old fellas with beards.
Yep.
That's what we are.
Yep.
But in our case, if you go on a diet, you don't necessarily lose the weight from the area of your
No,
body
it's
that
so
you'd
true.
actually want
You
to
don't
lose
lose
it
fat,
from.
you lose muscle mass.
You do.
Yeah.
I know.
Get
It's
weedy
crazy.
little arms and a big tummy.
That's exactly
You're like a knot in a piece of thread.
exactly how it goes. The very last thing to go is that bulgy belly.
Yeah, of course
That's
it
the
is.
very last thing to go.
Yeah.
And it's crazy. It's just, it's a torment.
Yes.
So, wear loose clothes.
Yep.
Wear dark or black
Shavar
clothes.
kameez.
Yeah. Wear stuff that allows free movement.
Yep.
Yeah. Jubba are
Yep.
great. Yeah.
Yep.
Because you can hide it.
Absolutely.
You can hide it.
You can hide it.
And
Or eat as much as you want and run.
Take Allah's blessing.
Yep.
And enjoy the Allah's blessing. Alhamdulillah.
Yes. Alhamdulillah.
And just be who you are.
Yay.
Anyway,
now-
talking of diets.
Talking of diets.
I'm not on one.
No, so let's have
Therefore,
something to eat and a drink.
I'm going to go and get
I would invite our listeners to do exactly the same. Isn't that terrible?
Inshallah.
Isn't that terrible?
We'll be, no, it's great. We'll be back. Enjoy your food and your drink. And we'll be back after this. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa rahmatullahi.
Wa barakatuh.
Hey! Oh, back again.
Alhamdulillah.
Doesn't get any better than this.
Alhamdulillah.
Does not get any better than
Do you know what? I think this show's great.
As do I. Give me your reasoning.
My reasoning?
We're in
Well,
it.
first of all, I do it.
Enough said.
And so do you.
Yes. Go on, why else?
We've been doing it for long enough.
We have.
We've gotten quite used to it.
Yes, people say that we have chemistry. We bounce off each other. What?
Oh, excuse me.
What does that mean?
How very dare you.
Yes, not while I still have my strength. Go on then. Why else?
Why else? We talk about interesting stuff.
Yes.
And
actually.
this is stuff that you don't get on other radio shows.
Yeah.
You don't other people just don't talk about the earthly relevant stuff
Yes.
that we talk about.
True.
And we tend to talk about it from an Islamic point of
Yes.
view as well.
Do it from the perspective of a Muslim,
Of
and how can
Muslim.
we include Islam within this?
Alhamdulillah.
How does Islam affect it? How does it affect Islam?
Yes. Yes.
Got a great example of that.
Go on.
A brilliant
Is this
example
next
of that.
on the list?
It is actually next on the
So
list.
this
That
is
weird.
actually on the list.
Yes, this is not primed.
So I've not primed you
No,
to do a list
that's
item.
just
This is just how it happened.
It has very nicely gone into
Oh.
not the next one, but a list topic. Item. Yes.
Okay. Cool.
Because I think this is really rather Islamic.
Okay.
You've heard of the hashtag Me Too campaign,
Yes.
and you know it's I mean it's a little bit tragic in the respect that it is people saying, yeah, that happened to me as well.
Yep.
Which is awful. But the vast
It
majority,
shouldn't happen to any of them.
It shouldn't happen to any of us. But the vast majority of certainly women, ladies, ladyfolk,
Yep.
in this great British Isle of ours and across the world, could pretty much say, yep, I have been treated in a sexist, offensive,
Yep.
difficult way, just because, unfortunately, not all men, but enough men
Yes.
are that silly,
Yes.
insensitive,
Yes.
a lack of filter, whatever it might be, and some are just downright horrible.
Just rude and awful.
Just rude and awful, and
Yes.
some take it to a horrible degree.
Yes. They
So pretty much, I would imagine most
predatory.
predatory,
No
yeah.
less.
Most ladyfolk could actually say, yeah, me too. So there's a lot of it about, to the point where, since hashtag Me Too, I avoid meeting women alone, says British Star.
Okay.
Taron Egerton, the British actor, has revealed that he is reluctant to spend time alone with some women, for fear of attracting false hashtag Me Too accusations.
Right. Okay.
The film and television star said that harassment allegations about Hollywood greats had also made him review his own youthful behaviour.
Yep.
Well, let's bypass that and go back to Egerton, 29. He's best known for his roles in the Kingsman films and Eddie the Eagle. So he's a pretty famous dude.
Yep.
And he's saying, do you know what? I don't know how comfortable I feel being on my own
Yep.
with a person of the ladyfolk gender.
Yep.
Because of what could be said, what could be inferred, what
Yep.
could be.
Yep.
And I just think,
Well, the view on that is never a man and woman be together.
Yep.
That there is also a third there.
absolutely.
And that's
And
shaitan.
I was going to say, who is that third party?
Shaitan.
Shaitan. Whenever a man and woman are in the same room,
Yep.
alone,
Yep.
and not married and not related,
They are
they're
not alone.
not alone.
No.
There ain't two of them.
There's three
of them. And
Yeah.
that third person is...
A shaitan. And what's he doing?
He's whispering.
He's whispering.
He's whispering.
He's giving it some.
He's giving it some whisper,
Yep.
whisper, whisper.
So this, the Islamic viewpoint on this is that
Don't do it.
don't do it.
Well, don't do it then.
Don't do it.
And if the Islamic, true Islamic, not just cultural, but true Islamic position had been maintained,
Yep.
there wouldn't be quite as many Me Too's.
There wouldn't be any.
But there'd still be some because there are predatory guys who are
possibly.
not very nice. You know what I mean? But there wouldn't be half as many.
There wouldn't be a campaign going on.
There wouldn't be a campaign because women would not find themselves in difficult situations.
No, they wouldn't.
And men would not find themselves in difficult
So
situations.
this is where the concept of mehram
Yes.
comes in. So
Yes.
a mehram is somebody who you can be in a room together with
Yes.
because it's somebody that you would not be able to marry
Yes.
under any circumstances.
Yes. Father, daughter.
Yeah. Father, daughter,
man and wife.
mother, son-in-law,
Mother,
blah,
son,
blah, blah.
mum and dad,
Yeah,
dad and son-in-law, mother and son.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
yeah. So these are your mehram
Yes.
people, the people who you cannot marry.
Yes.
So you're allowed to be in a room with those because
you can't marry them.
No-
There is no.
there's no kind of contact
Yes.
ever gonna take
Yep.
place,
And therefore no
Yeah.
conflict.
Therefore, it's not a problem.
Yes.
But where you are in a room with a non-mehram,
Yep.
this is where the shaitan comes in.
Absolutely.
And this is where the temptations come in.
Absolutely.
And this is where the sinful thoughts, sinful behaviours
Yep.
start to manifest.
Yep.
And this is why Islamically it ain't done.
Just don't do it.
So these Hollywood people could learn a thing or two from Islam
Exactly.
and maybe not be in such vulnerable positions,
Yep.
whether they've done something or not.
And whether they be male or female.
Correct.
Because now it's not just about the act or action, it's about the reputational risk.
Yes.
And
Yes.
so to either be accused of doing something or having done something to it, whichever side of that coin you fall on,
Yep.
it's destructive.
Yeah, it is.
Can I add another element to this?
Go on.
So if you find somebody of the ladyfolk gender and somebody of the manfolk gender together
Yep.
in the
Yep.
room,
Yep.
the third person is Satan,
Yep.
and if Satan happens to be tipping the bottle of wine or tipping some spirits
Yeah.
or reducing your inhibitions with
Yeah,
lager
yeah,
or
yeah.
alcohol of any descript,
Yeah.
oh, you're not half making his job easy.
Absolutely.
You're not half making his job easy.
Absolutely.
So when you put it all together, how much alcohol is good for you?
None.
None.
Zero.
Should you really be finding yourself in a situation where you are alone in a room?
No.
Nope. And if those things don't happen, what's removed? Temptation.
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 And the ability to really mess up your own life,
Yep.
reputation, character, and mental state.
Yes. Yes.
How cool is Islam?
Alhamdulillah.
I mean, come on.
Alhamdulillah. It's
Come
almost,
on.
It's, do you know what? It's almost like Allah knows us.
Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is
Amazing.
amazing. Come on.
He almost knows me better than I know myself.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
So what he does, it gives us a set of rules
Yep.
and says, stick by those, lads,
Yes.
and you should be all right.
You should be all right there.
Inshallah.
Let's not make it difficult. You might, even if you're not all right, at least you're not making it difficult for yourself.
Absolutely.
How am I to make it difficult
Yeah.
for myself? Find yourself in a room with somebody you shouldn't be in.
Absolutely.
And add to that the mix of alcohol or drugs.
Yeah.
Oh.
Subhanallah.
But how many people, certainly in Western society, do? In fact, it's not restricted
It's
to
not
It'd be
restricted to Western,
ridiculous to say
unfortunately.
it's restricted to Western society.
Unfortunately,
How many people?
happens all over the world.
And it's just Shaitan going, go on, make my
Is Shaitan
job
having a laugh?
easy.
He's just having a laugh.
He's doubled over laughing.
Laughing at you.
Laughing. He's saying, oh, I don't even have to try. He's sat there with his popcorn in a seat, legs crossed, 3D glasses on,
Family bucket of popcorn.
family bucket of
and a
popcorn
Diet
going,
Coke.
oh, come on, I'm setting for the night. No, 10 minutes is all it took. What? It's not a good mix.
Don't even have to wait.
I don't even have to wait. I don't even have to try. So, just,
You know, human beings are built in a certain way.
yes.
And we've got natural instincts
Yep.
and natural naffs,
Yeah.
as we call them, these desires of ours. And why would you put yourself in a position where that temptation
Exactly.
is even a possibility?
Yep.
You always try not to. Yeah.
Yes.
Nobody's perfect.
Well, we're guided and instructed not.
I'm not perfect. Are you?
Where? No. Far from it.
Thinking,
Do you know where perfect is?
Hang on a minute.
If there's a scale, I'm the polar end. I am so far at the other end, it's unreal.
If there's a scale of
I can't see perfect.
0 to 10, where 10 is perfect, I'm about minus 17.
And climbing down.
Down.
Yes.
And falling.
And falling. Oh, dropping to minus 17 this week we have.
There has in history only been
Yes.
one perfect example of human being.
What we're told.
Yeah.
It's true.
Sallallahu alayhi wa sallam.
Yes.
May the peace, blessings, and mercy of Allah be with our beloved Prophet Muhammad.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. And he was the example,
Yep.
and he was a perfect human being.
Yes.
But even he said, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah, Astaghfirullah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Allah forgive me,
Yep.
Allah forgive me, Allah forgive me. Because he knew, that even though he was chosen, he was the last final messenger.
Yep. The seal
and
of the
prophet.
prophets. Yep.
The seal of the prophets. He was the chosen. He was it. He was. He gave us everything. He
Yeah.
gave us the example, the hadith. He
Yeah.
gave us. He gave
Yeah.
us the Quran.
Yes.
He gave us everything.
Yep.
Yeah, and he knew everything that he was talking about was absolutely from Allah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
But
on the money.
even he said astaghfirullah.
Yes.
Astaghfirullah.
Yeah.
Because of what he was. He was
Yeah.
a human.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if he says astaghfirullah,
If the very best says, I fear there may be something I
fear
need
there may be
forgiveness.
something I need forgiveness for,
Yeah.
then what chance have we got?
Yeah, absolutely.
What chance have I
Absolutely.
got?
So
You know.
we've got to do all we can to even up the odds.
Even
And one way to do that, pretty much do as we're told.
do what you're told.
And
Yeah.
there's a reason for it. So hashtag me too.
Yeah.
The ladies and gentlemen, because it's not
Yep.
just ladies.
No, it's not.
Who find themselves having put themselves very bravely
Yep.
on that list.
Yep.
My heart goes out to them
Yep.
because it's awful that they would find themselves
Horrible.
in that situation. It's awful that those things would have happened.
Yep.
I would like to think going forward, maybe even Hollywood will take a slightly more Islamic approach
Inshallah.
and protect our character, protect our virtue, protect
Yep.
our reputation,
Yep.
protect ourselves, and protect those who we love.
Not only for how we could be perceived
Yep.
in this dunya,
Yep.
but we're protecting our own akhirah
Yes.
as well.
Yes.
We're all on the same journey.
Yep.
Lads, lasses, we're
Yep.
all on the same journey.
Yep.
Back to Allah.
Yep.
Yeah. Without becoming
Toast.
toast.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Anyway, talking of toast.
Yes.
Talking of toast.
Might not be toast, but I'll
Isn't
put
it
a coffee
amazing?
on.
We can only talk for 12 minutes.
And 8 seconds, 9 seconds, and 10 seconds, 11 seconds. We can only talk for 12 minutes, 12 seconds.
14, 15 and counting. 16.
I'm getting more thirsty.
Go on, get the kettle on. Listeners, all three of you,
Yep.
we'll be back after this.
We love you, but we're going to go just for a second.
Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi.
wa barakatuh.
Oh,
Isn't praying amazing?
it is. Do you know, it is.
It resets you.
Yes, it
It
does.
recharges you.
It does.
It reinvigorates.
That's easy for you to say. Makes you feel better.
Why do you just always find an easier way of saying stuff?
You know, why should life be difficult? But it's true. It makes you feel better.
Makes you feel better. You're at it now. Reinvigorates.
Yes.
Indeed.
Yes,
It
yes,
does.
yes.
It does. And the fact that we get to do it 5 times a day
Yeah,
is just
brilliant.
brilliant. It's genius.
Yep.
I think I've
And
said
think about the times during
I've
the
said
day.
before, it's almost like Allah knows
I know.
us.
It's incredible.
It's
isn't
just amazing.
It really, really is.
And isn't it true that on the night of the Miraj,
Mm.
where our beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
Yep.
may the peace, blessings, and mercy of Allah be with him,
Mm-hmm.
on his night of ascension,
Yep.
from the rock
Yes.
in Masjid al-Aqsa,
Yep.
to Jannat,
Yeah.
to heaven.
Yeah.
He met certain people on the way.
He did.
Prophets
He
passed.
did. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was given 50 prayers per day
That's right.
for your followers.
Yep.
And he said, great.
Yeah.
50
Cool.
a day.
It's 50
Off
it
we
is.
go. Off we go.
Who am I to challenge?
And on the way down, yeah, he was told, nah,
Hang on a minute.
they're not going to do
They'll
that.
never do
lad.
that.
They're not going to do that.
You might, and I love you for thinking they can,
But your people.
but I think you need to go back.
And he went back.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it got reduced.
Yep.
And it went back again. And eventually it became 5.
Yep.
Yeah. 5 times a day.
Yep.
And even though we pray 5 times a day, we're given the reward for 50. You know that?
No, I didn't actually.
Yep. We get the reward for having prayed
wow.
50 times in the day if we pray our 5.
Yep.
Now, if you pray on your own, that's great.
Yep.
Alhamdulillah.
Yep.
And there's a lot of people say, actually, do you know what? That's better because you're not doing it for show.
Yes.
You're not doing it so that people can see you do it.
Yep.
You're doing it because it's just between you and
communing
Allah.
with you and your maker. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. But the sunnah, the recommendation is that you do it in groups.
Yes.
Yeah, on Jamaat.
Yeah.
And that's so that you can see, you can be amongst like-minded people.
Yep.
And you can pray in unison.
Yes.
And in fact, the reward that you get for doing that is 27 times
Wow.
or thereabouts,
Yep.
according to Hadith.
Yep.
The reward that you'd get for praying on your own.
Yep.
So if you go to a masjid to pray, yeah, not only are you rewarded for every step that you take whilst going to that masjid,
Yep.
with angels unfurling their wings under your feet, yeah, and asking for Allah's forgiveness on every step that you take,
Yep.
but you also get 27 times the reward for prayer.
Wow.
Now, how many rewards do you need?
Oh, that's a great question.
As many as I can get.
As many as
is
you
my
can get.
answer.
Yes, absolutely.
That's my answer.
Yes.
So,
yeah.
is it better to pray alone, where you are in direct communication just between yourself and Allah, or is it better to pray on Jamaat? Yeah, because let's face it, when I'm on Jamaat, I'm not thinking about other people in there.
True.
It's between me and
It's
Allah.
still
anyway.
you.
Yeah. So 27 times the reward.
Yep.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah, I'll take that.
Yes.
I'll take it because everyone I can get,
Yep.
I need.
Yes.
I don't know. That's up to Allah to decide.
Yep.
I feel that I need it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Better safe than and all that.
Do you know when you go to Masjid Al-Haram in Mecca?
Yeah.
Do you know how many times reward you get?
No, actually, I think I do. I've heard it, but it's such a staggering figure. It slipped my mind.
100,000 times.
Oh my goodness.
100,000 times.
Wow.
100,000 times.
Yep.
So every time you pray on Jamaat in Masjid Al-Haram, you're getting 100,000 times the reward. So if you spend a week there and you're praying 5 times a day,
Wow.
yeah, that's just
A lot. I can't even do the maths on that.
I love it there.
Yeah.
I love it there because you get that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it makes you feel really amazing.
Yeah.
And then you go to Medina, and
Yeah.
in the Prophet's Mosque in Medina,
Yep.
You get 50,000 times
Wow.
the reward. You go to Al-Aqsa and pray in Qibla Masjid, you get at least 10,000. Some
Wow.
scholars say it's up to 50.
Yeah.
10,000 times the reward. It's just unfathomable,
Yes.
isn't it?
It is.
It's outrageous.
Yep.
But it kind of makes me want to go back to those places time
Yeah.
after time after time. And if I can get an Umrah in, and if I can get a Hajj in at the same
Yeah.
time, so well and good.
Yep.
Yeah, because as much as we can possibly do
Yeah.
to gain the rewards and gain forgiveness from Allah,
Yep.
then the better it is for us.
Absolutely.
The better it is. Because I don't know about you, Junaid, but I'm not perfect.
No, by any stretch. No, nor am I. Not by any stretch of the imagination.
I'm going to say, I thought you were agreeing with. No, you
you're
are not.
No, you're
perfect.
not. You're right. Confirmed. Agreed.
But none of us ever will be.
No.
None of us will be. But
No.
we can just try our best.
We can strive.
Try our best.
We could journey in that direction.
So trying our best starts with the of course, it all starts with the Shahada. doesn't
Shahada,
it?
declaration.
It starts with the declaration of faith
Yes,
that you believe
absolutely.
in one Allah.
Yep.
And that Muhammad, sallallahu alaihi wasallam,
Yes.
peace and blessings and mercy be upon him, was the final, last prophet and messenger of Allah.
Yep.
So that's your declaration. That's a
Yes.
given. That's where it starts.
Yep.
But then what do you have to do? Well, you have to pray.
Pray.
Because we're told to pray.
Yep.
How many times? 5 times a day.
5 times a day.
And you get varying different rewards for varying different circumstances of prayer.
Yep.
Aim for the highest you can get.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Crikey, yes.
If you can get higher, get them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just aim
If
for as
you're
much
doing
as you
it
can
anyway.
get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mate. Yeah, absolutely.
Then what do we need to do? What do we need to do?
To pay zakat.
We need to pay charity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if we calculate that zakat is payable, because
Yep.
for some people it isn't.
Yes.
Yeah. But if we calculate that
true,
it
actually.
is,
True.
then we pay it.
Yep.
There's no wriggling out of it, because who are you trying to hide it from?
Exactly.
You know, all you're doing is fooling yourself in the
Yep.
first instance. Yeah, but that's where it stops.
Yeah.
You are not fooling Allah.
Yep.
Because Allah sees everything.
Absolutely.
So once you've done your shahada,
Mhm.
you've prayed 5 times a day
Yep.
for as many rewards as you can get. You've paid your zakat.
Yep.
What then do you need to do?
Well, if you're lucky enough and you're in good health and you can afford it, we could do with doing a pilgrimage.
Wouldn't that be nice? Wouldn't that be nice? Yeah. Alhamdulillah, I've done that.
You have?
Alhamdulillah.
Crikey, yes.
But I'd love to do it again.
Oh,
Yeah, because who knows whether that was accepted?
true. Actually,
don't
yes,
know.
true.
I don't know. I hope it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I seriously, sincerely hope it was.
Yes.
But I hope I get the opportunity to do that again.
Yes.
Yeah, inshallah. And I've done Umrah a couple of times
Yeah.
as well, which is,
Yeah.
alhamdulillah,
Yeah.
brilliant. Brilliant.
Crikey.
Love it.
Oh.
So, you know, these things that
I
people
just
think...
drifted off imagining that. Sorry.
People
Sorry, yes.
think, oh, I've got to do this, and I've got to do that, and I've got to do the other.
Yeah.
None of that. I want to do this,
Yes.
that, and the other,
And
again.
t'other. Yes.
I want to do it all again.
Yes.
Yeah, we get to do these things.
Yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah.
You know, we're so lucky. We're so lucky having this deen, and it's so aligned with my values.
Yes.
British
values.
core
Absolutely.
values.
Yes.
It's aligned with everything that we think
It is.
in this country and many other around the
Yes.
world.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's something that Allah Himself has given us to guide us back to Him.
Yep.
And He simply said, "If you do all this, lads," and I include sisters in that
Absolutely.
as well,
Yes. That's the
you should be all
the
right.
generic.
It's
Lads,
generic.
guys.
If you do all this, guys, and you do it with a sincere heart and with hope of satisfying
Yeah.
me and gaining my forgiveness, inshallah, then you'll be okay.
Yes.
Inshallah.
Yes.
Do all of these things.
Yep.
Yeah. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen.
Still got a fifth one, which,
Yeah.
to be fair, we've not done them in order. Thinking about it.
No.
But somebody only today was saying, "Do you know it's this fifth one? All of the others are amazing.
Yep.
Make you feel fantastic.
Yep.
It's spiritual nourishment.
Yep.
But if you talk about looking from the outside in,
Yep.
so non-Muslims looking at Muslims, yeah, praying 5 times a day.
Yep.
Oh, you make a declaration of faith. Well, I've made that as well. You know, Well, we still have pilgrimages as well. You know, praying together. Yeah, we do that. Fasting.
Yeah. What is it that we do that nobody else does?
Fasting, or nobody does to the degree.
Well, let me just say that actually
Fasting.
in Judaism
Yep.
and in Christianity,
Yep.
fasting was prescribed.
Yes. And certainly in Judaism, there are some that do.
Some that do. Absolutely.
They do have fast, but am I right in thinking it's for a day?
I think there's a few days during the year
Yeah.
where they fast.
Yes.
But Christians were prescribed fasting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and it was prescribed for 50 days.
It was.
50 days.
Yes.
Yeah, 50 days.
Yep.
What do? They end up doing 40 days.
Yeah. For
But
Lent.
it's fasting
fast light.
Fasting light.
I'm being
It is diet fasting.
Yeah, it's diet fasting. They're giving things up rather than
it's abstinence.
giving everything up.
Abstinence rather than fasting.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I famously used to give up 2 things for my Lent. What were those 2 things?
Oh no, but I can remember both of them.
Go on.
Olives and anchovies.
Yeah. Why did I give them up?
Because you didn't like them.
Didn't like them in the first place.
You didn't have them in the first place.
Horrible.
And when you're ordering a pizza now,
I cannot eat pizza without olives and anchovies.
how things change. How
things change.
But it's true. And as the chap was saying it today, I was thinking, do you know what? That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. It's one of the easiest ways to stimulate a conversation with somebody is to fast.
Yes.
And then go, oh, you're not eating. Well, you can have a drink, can't you? No, we don't drink.
No.
What? You can't drink.
Oh, but you can have some water, can't you? No.
But you can have water, sure. What? And it stimulates. And they go, wow, do you know, I might try that tomorrow. Yeah. And it's just a brilliant way of you know.
When I was doing my contracting work, yeah, and then there was a number of Muslims in the office. There was 240 people in the office, all told.
Yeah,
quite a few Muslims.
Yeah,
yeah. And during Ramadan, we fasted.
Yeah,
yeah. At all other times of the year, Friday was Jummah, so we all used to pile into cars and go to the nearest masjid, which was a few miles away.
Yep.
And we came out of the masjid on a Friday afternoon, and given that it was Friday, we went to the chippy.
Yay!
And we brought back massive amounts because people would order. What we're going to the chippy? What would you like?
Yep.
And we used to bring box loads of fish and chips back.
Brilliant.
And we used to forewarn him before Jummah.
Yes.
We're going to be coming in for
25. Get ready.
We need 28 lots of fish and chips, please. And it was really popular. People loved the fact that we went to the chippy on a Friday, and by 2 o'clock in the afternoon they can be sat at the desk with fish and chips and whatever goes. So alhamdulillah, that was a really popular thing.
Yeah.
But during Ramadan,
the
numbers of people that whinged and complained. Well, what do you mean you're not getting our fish and chips?
Wow.
What, we're fasting. Well, what does that mean? Well, it means that we're not eating.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Because this is what. But why do you do that? And the conversation that
it's the next conversation.
It was brilliant.
Yes.
Because a lot of people looked at it in a very, very different way then, and a lot of people said, "Oh, I couldn't do that." How do you concentrate at work?
Yeah.
How do you
I
do
didn't.
that? How do you do that?
I thought it was meant to be easy.
How long are you fasting for?
And you say, well, actually, it is.
How long are you fasting for?
It sounds like a hardship, but it isn't.
Over the last couple of years, in the UK, fasting has been the hardest it can possibly be.
Yeah.
Because the days have been the longest they can get.
And eminently doable.
We've just done them.
Just do it.
Just do them.
Just do it.
Yeah. And thankfully, we had an amazingly understanding boss.
Yes.
At this particular office
I remember you saying, and that does
help.
help.
He said, as soon as you've finished eating in the morning, come into work and do your hours.
Yes.
So long as you're submitting and doing your target. I'm not bothered what times you do that. And if that means you can come in at 4 o'clock in the morning, you can leave at 12, and then you can sleep for the afternoon.
Perfect.
Alhamdulillah, that was brilliant. So we used to do that. But yeah, the lack of fish and chips on a Friday and the conversations that ensued were brilliant.
Incredible.
Yeah, alhamdulillah.
Incredible.
Fasting.
Yeah.
So we've got the Shahada, the declaration. We've got the prayer 5 times a day for as many rewards as we can get.
Absolutely.
We fast in the month of Ramadan. At the end of the month of Ramadan, when we know how it feels to be hungry and thirsty,
to be without,
we pay zakat to poorer people.
Yep.
So that we can give them some relief from their hardships.
Yep.
Yeah. And if we can afford it and we're healthy enough, we can go on Hajj.
Yes.
Do you know what? You don't get better than this.
Absolutely.
You don't get better than this.
Absolutely.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. I love this.
Yep. Confirmed.
I love this. I also love...
Cup of coffee.
Bye.